So, Nick Rekieta is streaming and talking while driving. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. Let's do that. First, I'm checking this out, reacting to whatever Nick Rekieta is saying here. Shout out to Elizabeth Clips for clipping all this into, I guess, tolerable portions. This is how the Rekietas are doing, having time, skinny Nick, and new stress. Is he going to take accountability? No. Absolutely not.
A lot of people earlier asking how Lady Raggets is. I mean...
I need to crank up this volume here. Hold on. There we go.
Given the circumstances, better than expected.
What's the deal with the haircut? Like...
She's strong lady.
Now, I'm not one to really go after someone's looks, but he chose a haircut, man. Man. Anyway.
Lady, it's tough. Like, this shit is really unfun, obviously. Being
Tobacco,
under the
guys.
thumb
Tobacco. Be responsible.
Enjoyable. It's not supposed to be. It's designed this way.
Oh, yeah. I imagine it's not enjoyable. I imagine it's not. But, like, you made your bed. You made the situation when you decided to use, when you bring Snow White into the household, okay? And a lot of it. With the kids around, okay?
It's designed to be stressful and strenuous. That's how it is, right? But, you know, you take it a day at a time, and some days are good.
So the quote, another really famous, infamous father on YouTube, a legendary, infamous father figure on YouTube, Ben Thorpe, to quote him, Rekieta, you are playing the victim. You are playing the victim. You're acting like you are the victim. Are you the victim of the government? Are you the victim of the government? Is that what's going on here? That's what it sounds like. How about you take responsibility? He never said that. I don't remember that part. But Rekieta, dude, you brought this onto yourself. You're under the thumb of the government. You mean you are on you're waiting let's see, you're being watched. Yeah, that's definitely happening. You're supposed to go back to court. Yeah, that's supposed to happen. Why? Because there's charges. Why do you have those charges? Because there's a lot of people that were concerned in your circle, in your real life sphere that you interact with, enough to the point to where to bring these concerns to law enforcement, and they started watching what you do. They started watching your streams, Nick. They started watching your streams and go, yeah, this is looking pretty bad. On top of the information they received from people who know you in real life, Nick. People who know you in real life had legitimate concerns. Okay? And the police come to your house to do their thing with a search warrant. And what do they find? Oh, yeah. They find that those complaints that were raised, those concerns, were legitimized. You had cocaine in your house. Unless the police just made that up, right? The police just made that up. The police just brought out an evidence sheet and started just filling it in, huh? Is that what happened? Come on now. Come on. Brought this onto yourself. Anyway.
Good, and some days are fucking garbage. And then some days are partly good and partly garbage. And then other days, your mood kind of swings back and forth by the minute. There's no predicting it. You get a phone call or a text message or an email from a lawyer, from the government or whatever, or even from a family member or friend, and it can be really uplifting. It can be heartbreaking, and it can be infuriating. And you never know which one it's going to be.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of phone calls from friends and family that are concerned about what's going on and what you're doing, checking on you, making sure you're still sober. Are you sober, Nick?
How do I feel? Fine. It's the first time I've said that in a while. No, I mean, again, given the circumstances, taking the opportunity.
Guys, I feel fine to share my thoughts and my day with you. I'm going to treat this like a journal. What is this? It's a daily vlog. The life of Nick Rekieta. Why he waits is a court hearings. Okay, for a criminal offense. Okay, or what sort of offenses? Oh, that's right, bringing Snow White into the household while there's kids in there. Okay, this is rich, man. Like, come on, man. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Oh, that's right. He has to. It's his livelihood because he's not a real attorney. I mean, if he was practicing law, he would actually have clients. Oh, but he can't. He doesn't have time for that now. Oh, man. Oh, man. Here's the thing. Nothing I or anyone else is going to say is going to stop Nick from streaming. And you know what? He shouldn't stop. Just let him record. Let him just talk into the void. Because what's going to happen is, while he might say he's not going to say certain things, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before he slips up and says something really dumb.
Opportunity to do some shit that I needed time to do. Lots of that just having time to, redecorate the studio, work towards shifting my show schedule towards daytime a little bit.
Because those are the important things you should be doing right now, right?
Still not 100% sure how that's going to pan out. It'll be a growing pain that we do it. I look more rested. I am. We were waiting for the end of the school year to hit, and the arrest was on Thursday. The end of the school year was just the next day, and so we'd been getting things ready. We'd been getting things ready. Completely.
Maybe you should focus on one or the other. Drive or talk into the camera. I mean, trying to follow him. But it's really boring right now. He's being very vague. And it's like he's too distracted to really say anything.
Organized and, your spring cleaning, so to speak.
Okay.
And it's funny how...
A spring cleaning? Wait, are you taking this time to clean your home? Is that what you're saying? You're taking this time to clean? Is your wife finally doing her traditional wife roles and cleaning the freaking house? Is that what she's doing? I mean, now she has all the time in the world to do that, right?
Against you inappropriately. But yeah, that's that. And then finally, not being sick. It's really nice because I have been able to put weight back on. And I'm still under massive stress.
I bet so. I bet you are. I bet, the days of trying to be sober. Is he trying to be sober? What's going on here? I want the details of that. I want to know, is he sipping? Camera's not on?
Kinds of stress, though.
Bet he is.
The stress I had before is, getting through the schedule and dealing with the time management stuff. The stress I have now is like the government watches everything you do and say, and all five.
And I wonder why that's happening, Nick.
Eyes are on you or whatever. And so you go, okay, well, I'm gonna have to deal with this at some point. But it's not the immediate and ongoing constant pressure of the schedule that we have. And I know people have kind of like said, oh yeah, kids, whatever. I challenge anyone to run a week of the driving that we did for our kids, and to
Why? Just like your situation sounds like chaos, pure chaos. On top of that, of doing things you shouldn't be doing, right? On top of all that, the drinking and the drugs and all the shenanigans in the household. On top of, wait. You also had a nanny. You also had help. Oh man.
to say that was easy. It was not. It's an extremely trying and stressful schedule. It's why we literally had to hire a nanny.
It's so stressful to take your kids to appointments. What are you talking about, you dumbass? I know he has a bunch of kids, but I have kids. You have kids. You know what it's like to take your kids to appointments? It's a responsibility. It's something you do. But it doesn't cause you to go headfirst into like a pile of nose sugar, okay? It doesn't cause you to go headfirst between the thighs of another woman that's not your wife. You know, it doesn't cause you to do that. It doesn't cause you to put your wife on the market. I mean, that sort of stress of taking your kids around doesn't lead up to you losing your kids. So this is ridiculous.
To assist with it, but it's when most people think of like driving their kids around, they're under the impression that their kids are gone for 8 hours for a school day, for example, and then they're talking about, you know, maybe the hours of 4 to 9, 4 to 8, 4 to 9 to do some driving to a limited amount of activities. We didn't do that. Our homeschooling curricula for our kids involved tons of supplemental education outside the home. I mean, we wanted our kids to find opportunities to build on talents and interests.
He's talking about his kids like he cares about his kids. Dude, if you cared about your kids, they would be with you, bro. They would be with you. They would be with you, man.
That we might not even see or know, or more importantly, be able to teach. I can't teach my kids how to play piano or violin or drums.
Yeah.
But there are other people who can.
Yeah.
And so you're bringing the children to these places all over, and they have diverging interests and stuff like that. So it's tough to deliver, convey what that looks like. But again, it's an extremely busy schedule, and it's pressing. You're always moving. So.
And you had time for all that while you're doing all the other stuff? Come on, man. You had time for all that when you were wasted all the time? And streaming all the time? What are you talking about?
It's
it's so hard to take my kids to appointments.
The new stress.
I got so many kids. They got so many interests. Okay. Dude, this guy would be like wasted out of his mind on streams. There would be long streams. And then, according to Aaron Imholt, or whatever, they were doing all sorts of other things. It's wow, just incredible. Well, now he doesn't have to worry about that stress. Now that stress has been taken away from him, right?
Is not a time pressure stress. It's just general stress. But that means when you're under that time pressure stress, or when I am, I don't eat. I don't eat during the day. Now, I eat lunch and dinner. Sometimes.
So the reason why he was getting skinny was because of his kids? Oh my God. This guy is such a stupid freaking liar. Oh my God. What in the world? Guys, I was skinny. I was losing weight because of my kids. Not because of the lines. The lines you're snorting. Not because of that. Not because, according to you, you only ate a bag of Doritos or maybe a Snickers. Maybe like a fun-sized Snickers. That's all you ate. And then you had whiskey. And then you had Coke. And I'm not talking about the soda. You combine all that, there's nothing in there that's going to give you calories that are going to really put on weight. If your vice was beer, now I'm a man who likes beer, as you can see. Yeah, and if that's what you're drinking by the gallon every hour of the day, yeah, you'd be a fat ass. You would be, unless you're drinking like ultras, you'd be bloated. This guy, Nick freaking Rekieta. It's the kid's fault. Wow. How do I rate this clip? Is what I would do here. Reaction channel. How to rate this clip? You know, actually, let's let it finish, and we'll get our final review here.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes I even eat some snacks like chips or ice cream, which I haven't done really much snacking in like a year. I cut that out as part of my... People don't remember that I set out to lose a lot of weight.
Is he smoking weed and eating ice cream? There's no way he's doing that.
Specifically in the belly. So that's diet, man. That's not exercise. That's just not eating and letting your body eat itself. And I did that. I didn't snack much. I didn't have desserts. I barely had meals. And that was easy to do.
It sounds like your kids didn't have meals either.
When you're driving all over the fucking place and you're busy all the time. And it's a very effective weight loss program.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I now eat 2 meals a day. Sometimes
that was a weight loss
I
program.
get to supplement with snacking. I've never been much of a breakfast guy. I like breakfast. I just don't want to eat it at breakfast.
You don't go to Denny's though, right? A cop at Denny's.
But
okay, we're at the end of it. So what do I think of this clip? It is not a 10 out of 10. This is like maybe a 4 out of 10, maybe actually a 3 out of 10. Like, okay, it's not. It's boring. It's just him it's just the excuses and the coping. The excuses are off the charts. The lies are off the charts. But does anything happen that's like amazing? No. Rekieta needs to get his game up to make more thrilling, entertaining streams here, because this, if it continues like this, like this right here will keep the hate watchers going, okay, watching when is he gonna slip. But like right now, it's just a lot of with some moments of like, okay, like we're like the highlight of this is blaming the kids for being skinny, for being sick, looking like he's at death's door. Okay, that's a new one. Yeah. So that's how Rekieta's doing with his having time and Skinny Nick and all that. All right, guys. Feel free to recommend any other clips you would like me to react to. Okay. Let's do that. Let's see where this takes us.